What does this piece of agatized wood look like? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. What's up, everybody? So, guess what? I finally bought a wet trim saw to cut some agates. Not a real big one, it's just a little 7-inch, but yesterday we ended up going to Billings and stopped by Harbor Freight and picked up a little 7-inch trim saw. So I'm gonna cut some agates and see what we see inside of them. This is a first for me. I've never cut agates before, so this ought to be interesting. You'll probably notice if you're into watching these types of videos, I'm sure you all know Agate Dad. I really like the format of his videos and how he does them. I think they're pretty entertaining, and how you get his reaction as he sees them for the first time. So, I mean, I'm going to be kind of copying the way he does it, but it's a good way to do it, I think. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of do it that way. There's only probably so many ways to really make a interesting video cutting rocks, so let's see if we can get it done. So what we're going to be cutting today is 5 Montana agates, montanamossagates, and 5 agatized petrified woods. So these are the wood, and then these are the agates. Now, before I even start cutting, I know I've seen a lot of comments from other people, and I know other people who have cut rocks with these saws. They always comment about their fingers close to the moving blade, and oh, you're going to chop your fingers off and stuff like that. Well, not with a continuous blade. With a continuous blade, I can run my finger right over this blade, and it won't cut me. I mean, obviously I don't press very hard, but if I slip, it's not going to hurt me. Now, with a toothed blade or one with the notches, you absolutely want to keep your fingers away, because you will do yourself some damage, cut your fingers off and such, and not be a good deal. But with a continuous blade, I'm a-okay, as you can see. All right, so for our first cut, what I want to do is this piece of petrified wood. I found this last spring, and it's got this agate pocket right there, that fortification banding around there, and I thought it'd be neat if it went in a little ways, if it could cut a slice off, and who knows, maybe make a cabochon someday out of that. All right, so I got it washed off. I have not looked at it. My first cut ever on a rock. Let's see if that fortification banding goes all the way through or not. Oh! I don't think it does. Well, it kind of does. So dirty. I thought I washed it off good enough. I guess I gotta scrub it a little bit more. You can see it a little bit, but it doesn't have, like, you see that orange on that side just a little bit? That must be staining, because maybe over time from where it broke off, but it's completely white on the inside. Still pretty neat. If you look real close, you can see it, but it's not quite what I was expecting and looking for, but that's okay. That's how it goes. You just never know what you're gonna find. So let's see what else. So I think the next one we're gonna do is going to be this piece of agatized wood right here. Got some pretty crazy banding or wood pattern right there. So let's cut this one open and see what's in it. does this piece of agatized wood look like? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Look at that. That is so much better than I thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh. All right, so next up, we got this piece of agatized wood right here. So I think with this one, we're gonna do the same. Just kind of cut it right down there. Let's see what is inside. Man, I gotta get some towels. The water's making a mess. Getting all over the table. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see what this agatized wood looks like. Oh, that's pretty neat too. Do the red in there. In this pattern here. Not as pretty as the other one for sure, in my opinion, but still pretty darn neat. All right, next one is this piece of agatized wood. Let's see what's inside. All right, here it is. Let's see what this one looks like. Not near as crazy. Still pretty, but this doesn't quite have as much going on. So the next piece, I'm going to do this piece here. It's got this chalcedony seam, agate seam running through it. So I think I'm just going to cut it through here and get a look at it there. All right, here's this one. This one seemed like a little bit of a bugger, but then this is only my 5th one I've ever cut, so maybe they're all buggers. Oh, look at that. That is neat. Should have got this taken off there, but I'll have it. All right, on to the agates. All right, so for the first agate, I think we're just going to do this one. I think we'll go maybe the long way. We'll cut right down there, get more surface area. I don't really see any visible banding in this, so I'm not sure which way to cut it, but I think I'm just going to cut it like that and see what's in it. All right, let's see what this guy had to offer. Oh, wow, that's so much better than I expected. Oh, I'm loving that. So for this next one, I think I want to do this really dark one. And oh gosh, it looks like there's some waterline banding right here. So I think I'm just going to kind of come through here where it's already kind of thin, if I can. And we'll catch this banding going through. See, there's a little bit of moss spots right there, or dendrites, I guess. So let's see what's inside. All right, here we are. What do we got in this one? Oh my gosh. Look at that water line in the middle. The bands on the outside, the dendrites. Oh, that is beautiful. And the depth. So the next one I want to do is this one. And again, I'm just not sure. I don't really see any bands. But I think, I mean, it'd be easier cut and I could make more slabs if I went like that. But if I went like this, I'd get more surface area. Is this? Gosh, I just don't know. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go the long way. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got on this one. Ran out of water, had to stop for a minute and refill it. Well, that's pretty. You can see the bands. Not as much moss and quite as much detail, but still pretty. It almost looks like a ribbon coming down right there and coming up. All right, so this next one is this one. It looks really dark in the middle. Well, without the flashlight, it does anyway. I don't know what it's got going on in there, but we're going to find out. I think, as with the other ones, I'm going to cut it the long way. All right, what do we got going on in this one? Oh, that one's pretty as well. Sorry, I'm bringing it up close so I can see it, and here I'm holding it so it's out of focus in the camera. I apologize. Just excited, you know. But lots of little dendrites and spots in that one. Very pretty. All right, flashlight test. Maybe it's too bright again. You can kind of see it. Dendrite speckles. Before we cut this last one, I just want to say, if you guys are enjoying the content and watching my goofy butt do all this stuff, please give this a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, help out the channel. Click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Now let's get back to the very last one. Now this one, I'm kind of excited and nervous. It's a nice dark one. It's got water line in it. It's even got this little corner here, banding. Not sure what to expect. I think it's maybe a little too thick right here for this saw. So I'm thinking with this pattern right here, hoping it goes through. I think I'm just going to cut it along here, kind of on the end, and sometime when I get an even bigger saw, we'll be able to cut a piece maybe off this side. So, all right, let's see what's inside this one. Well, this one was a little thick. I had to flip it around and kind of improvise going the other way. Not exactly what I was wanting to do, but I got it cut anyway, so let's see what this one looks like. Oh gosh. Oh, look at that quartz in there. It's so dark. All them waterline bands. The banding around the edge. Not this one. It's got the banding on the edge. Waterline, quartz. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Well, thank you for watching and sharing this with me. The first time cutting open some of our agates that we found. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I should say we have buckets of rocks to cut. So there will be plenty more videos to come. Now that I have this on, I'm able to cut some of these. I might be able to start, hopefully maybe doing a weekly video. But we'll see. It depends what time allows and schedule and stuff, but I'm going to try and get out some more content this year. So anywho, thanks for joining me on this. I'm going to show you what these look like a little closer up and cleaned up here at the end. And as always, we hope to see you guys on the next one. I turn on more lights down here to get it brighter so I can see better. And my transition lenses go dark and darken it for me. I guess they're doing what they're supposed to do, but I mean, really?